following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 44, Nasdaq's down 39, S&Ps are down 2, gold contract flat 12.02. You got silver also flat $14. Light sweet crude, that's the bid.
Talk about some volatility, man.
Oh, it had the bid yesterday, had the bid today. Unfortunately, folks, the bid is more than likely about what's happening on the East Coast. So you're on that East Coast, you know.
Those Carolinas, those Outer Banks.
Get out
safe,
of there.
Get out of there. You can always rebuild. You can always repair. Make sure you're safe.
We've been in plenty of hurricanes.
We've been in them, that's right.
We know those hurricanes.
You got to stay safe. Get hunkered down somewhere. And
Notes and bonds, 10-year note up 4 ticks, 30-year bond up 11. King dollar down 300 ticks, trading at 94.914. The euro is trading at a 116.17 to $1 US. Yen is at 111.25 to $1 US. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at the top of the hour. And folks, if you haven't test driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, come over to our website at TFNN. See the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner, bring it up, allow you to trade with paper money. Kevin, Tom White, his team got a great program every trading day, 11 to 12, fast market. And let me tell you something. Apple saved the day yesterday to the markets. And today we'll see what Apple's going to do. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Another day, guys. Another surprise in this market, right? I think this PPI number was a little weaker than everyone expected. I think that put a little bit under bonds. And we'll see how and it looks like the Nasdaq's a little heavy as we start the day here.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, it looks like the battle inside the Nasdaq is going to be, you know, we get the Apples, the Googles, the Amazons. They to me, they just want higher price.
did you see Amazon's going to be delivering live Christmas trees?
Christmas trees, there's no doubt, man. Christmas trees,
There's
mind
nothing
you.
they won't get into.
Right. And then the other side of that, though, is you get the chips. The chips inside the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ is smoking this thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, the chip market is saying, hey, it's getting hit pretty hard. I mean, this morning, they're all down 5 or 6%, you know? So.
Yeah, look at Micron. Micron is extremely weak this morning. And Goldman downgraded them this morning. You know, that's tricky. How do you downgrade with a 4 PE unless they're going to dramatically cut, you know, what they're earning, their earnings forecast going forward. So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks here in Micron.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, of course, you know, what was interesting with that PPI this morning, too, I was really surprised that the gold contract didn't get killed.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the way in, and I heard it. I says, oh, no, man.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
You know, I hope I know you know that feeling, but it's like, oh, my God.
Everyone in the world who trades these markets, their first reaction to a number is, all right, first and foremost, how does that affect me?
Exactly.
I care about the rest of the world, but really I care about me first.
It's human nature, totally.
There's no doubt, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
And, you know, that number was in terms. Now, the reason we didn't get a little stronger reaction is because I think tomorrow's number, the CPI, is really the headline number of the week.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to see on the consumer level what prices are doing. So even though the producer price, that was a pretty big miss, you know, down 0.1, less food and energy, I think tomorrow is the number. Remember, it was the February number in CPI that really caused the market some shakiness. So it'll be very interesting to see how we do tomorrow after the CPI.
Definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. And I guess, you know, the next conversations over the next few months, more than likely you're going to have to do with that. Okay, you know, right now, if we look at the Fed fund futures, you know, 26th is a given. You know, September 26th is going up. December 19th now, Kevin, with the Fed fund futures, we're up to 75% now.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I think with that hot number on Friday, in the wages, Tom, and basically Jerome Powell's testimony that he doesn't see, he's on his path.
Yeah.
I don't think anything so far, at least December, has taken him off his path. I think you'll see that those percentages just creep higher. I mean, it's still a little early for December to go much higher than this, but
yes.
75% feels about right for where Jerome Powell's talking.
Yeah. And then, what we also have in 2019, folks, which is going to be kind of intriguing, is that each federal market meeting, open market meeting, has a news conference after it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're hiking every single time? No.
Well, what the speculation would be, right? When Yellen was doing that, they didn't every, statement did not have a news conference, and the market always took it. Okay, good. We're not going to go up then.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
There's no press conference. There's definitely not a hike, right?
Yeah.
I think two great things about Jerome Powell. Number one, he's willing to be more transparent.
Yes.
Right. Having these press conferences, even in off meetings where they don't plan on doing something, but he also explains it so clearly. He's got such a great communicator of the thoughts of the FOMC. I think he brings some real clarity to what he presents when he gives his views on what the FOMC is doing. I think he's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, no, I do too. I dig the guy. There's no doubt. Just even how he speaks is pretty cool.
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, it is. So today, fast market. What are we going to be doing?
Well, obviously, we're going to trade Apple today in the first block. We're also going to look at crude oil. I think remember what happens when crude oil rallies off an event. At some point, the fundamentals are going to come back in here.
Yes.
So you've got to be a little careful here on this crude rally. We're going to take a look at that. Andy Swan's going to look at Progressive Insurance. Ben Watson's going to look at Adobe. That's got earnings later in the week. And then in the last block, we're going to take a hard look at Kroger, who comes out with earnings, I believe it's tomorrow before the opening. So we're going to trade some Kroger today.
Nice. And what's amazing, folks, and Kevin, is that, you think that the insurance companies would always get whacked. The fact is, folks, the insurance companies go up after hurricanes. That's what's amazing, because then they can go up with their rates immediately.
Yes.
And then everyone forgets about, the last 5 years haven't been that bad. Well, maybe they've been bad, but even when they're not bad.
In context of the insurance, for what they need to pay out versus what they can take in.
Right.
Remember, these insurance companies just sell these policies and they're naked on these. They reinsure, they hedge their risk.
Yeah.
The ones doing it right have their risk almost completely hedged.
Right. Well, what's so intriguing about that? It's almost kind of like, in the option market, we don't have it that well, but even when you're teaching options, you're defining your risk on a continual basis.
Sure.
It's pretty cool, man.
And that's what insurance companies do as well. So it's as close of a business to options trading as any completely outside business is. Think about it. They're taking in premiums. They're judging their risk.
Yes.
Maybe they have to pay out their premium if something goes wrong. It's so, the similarities to options trading are really quite interesting.
And folks, it's the long game. You play the long game, guess what? You're alive, kicking. It's a beautiful thing.
Definitely.
Every trading day right here, 45 minutes. You want to understand the long game, option strategies, future strategies? Kevin, Tom, check it out. Kevin, have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Stay right there, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 12, Nasdaq's down 53, S&Ps are off 5. That Nasdaq's getting hit here. Oil. It is
Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we have that storm coming in, and if you are, bottom line in harm's way there, folks, get out of the way because this is a monster coming in.
Stay safe no matter what. We keep saying it, but we're in Florida. We had Irma about a year ago. You just got to stay safe. There may be some damage, whatever it is, you can always rebuild that. It's no big deal. Make sure you hunker down. Don't do anything stupid, seriously.
And in their case, they have a hard time getting out of there. They're getting out of there like by leaps and bounds, but what's happening is that because the way that is coming in, like you can't go inland. You have to either go north or south in a huge way. Not in a small. Actually, I'd go south. I wouldn't go north.
And it is. I mean, it looks like. Z in the Den. Just posting the NOAA. You're talking about the entirety of almost the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Two entire states, let alone into Virginia.
Yep.
And then you have Atlanta. Just Georgia. It is remarkable.
It's huge.
So. Find somewhere safe, whether you go stay with a friend, a family member, whatever you got to do, ride it out, and then you'll be all set, hopefully, after that. But quite a storm, and what's a little scary is that they still have almost 2 days until it hits landfall.
Right.
So that's where
the longevity is there's evidently a high pressure system that's slowing it down dramatically as soon as it's going to hit land.
Which is not good, though, right? It'll just sit there.
Well, you know what blew my mind when I was watching it last night? The high pressure system, they were showing it last night. It's almost out in California, but it's having that much of an effect. Isn't that crazy that it's coming? It's like, wow, how does that work?
That is.
That's,
That is. So, with that in mind, it's Wednesday. We got crude oil coming up in about 10 minutes exactly. We got the EIA numbers. So crude with the hurricane, of course, in the Atlantic. Been really, to pull this back, yesterday's action.
It took off like a rocket ship.
We're down there at almost $67.50 yesterday. We're about $3 higher in the span of almost 24 hours, mostly to do with the heels of that storm. Focusing on the chart, I know you were talking about API number last night. Was quite a decrease as well. There's your
8.6 million barrels, I believe. 6.8. 6.8 million barrels. Yeah.
So that's the spike that you saw for quite a draw, and then from there even we're up a good solid 50 cents. So oil trading $70.37. We got about 10 minutes till those EIA numbers come out. Let's take a look at what kind of setups we have here for possible volatility trade to the upside and to the downside. We're going to start things off with a 12 o'clock expirations, right? That will give us about an hour and a half after those numbers come out. Oil right now trading at $70.37. What's nice is we have spreads that line up
pretty good
at $70.25. Right. You're going to have a $1.50 exposure to the upside and to the downside. Here will be your bullish spread. Starting at $70.25, you're going to have about 9 cents, 10 cents of intrinsic value, the rest being premium. So this one contract's going to cost you $29, and just like that on the flip side, there would be your bearish spread. You'd be selling this completely out of the money, and that's going to cost you $18. So you have $49, about $47. Put things in context, a little bit pricey maybe, and maybe with the volatility of the storm and the action you're getting in the contract,
you're paying
a little bit more premium, because they might expect a little bit more movement than normal.
Which would make sense.
It would make sense.
We've moved $2.50 in 24 hours.
Exactly, and this is why you want to get used to it. Download a demo so you can be familiar with the premiums, because that way, you're saying, okay, the market is kind of pricing in maybe more action than normal, right? Am I willing to pay for that premium? Because do I even think there's going to be more action than that than normal? Or guess what? Maybe I think that the EIA number won't have the effect that it usually has, because maybe it's not a determining factor with the storm out there. So maybe you don't want to pay that premium because it won't move. Hey, so $47, that would be a noon spread. Let's just see how the 11 a.m.s line up. So that was the noon. 11 a.m.s line up a little bit differently, in that you'd have to choose $70 for your price point to choose bullish and bearish, or you could choose 70, 75. Not the end of the world, but in our last example...
And we're at 737, right?
We're at 70.37, yeah.
Okay, right.
In our last example, we were only about 10 pennies away from the price point. If you're choosing the 11 a.m.s, and this is only because oil's moving so dramatically, so these are getting set.
That'd be a bearish bias.
Well, bearish or bullish. I mean, you could choose the 70, and you'd have 30 cents. It's literally just equidistant, about 37 pennies away, right? And let's just see how the 230s line up. Pretty similar, $70. You have more exposure in those, and let's just see how the dailies line up. Whoops, I'm in natural gas. The dailies line up, and again, about $70. So if you're really looking for a pure volatility play, you don't want to be paying for the intrinsic value, right? You want to be getting basically and just paying some premium, looking for a pop in either direction. Your new might be your best bet there, and that's where you'd have, again, now as we speak, oil's moved up about 10 pennies just in the
look at that, 70.45.
Right? So it's interesting how that plays out in terms of now. And let's just see how this line up again, just a kind of example. So, of course, now your bullish spread is approaching almost 25 cents of intrinsic value. So you're talking about $37, right? And then the bearish spread is going to be completely out of the money, so this is going to be a little bit cheaper than it was. But again, you can see how this lines up, $49. It's a great example. When we pulled it up initially, it was 47, right? Now it's 49. The reason why is because that intrinsic value is spiking on the bullish side. And they're still going to make you...
And it continues to spike.
It does. It does. We're at 70.51. Before long, we'll be able to look at these 11 a.m.s, and the 70.75 might be right where we line up by the time that number comes in. Quite a number. We'll see how the inventory shape up in about 5 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Much, Tom. How you doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Doing great.
So, you want to look at Cronus, huh?
Yeah, it looks like. Does it look like it's set itself up for an ABC up? And if so, what's your price target? And if not, let me know.
Let's take a look. So, this is one of the cannabis stocks. The low is $1.50. The high is $13.39.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Interesting. I see it just, No, well, no, it wouldn't be an ABC up, because what you have is that retracement on the 30th mark.
August 30th, yep.
Had volume on the way down.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, yeah. So, what is crazy, though? Listen to this. Here, you got to look at Tommy and I were looking at this. The Tilray.
Tilray, yeah.
Did you see this thing? So, Tilray, folks, got to $108 today.
It seems like every day, you say, oh, Tilray's up $9. So is it today? So
No,
yeah,
I
today
know.
again.
Not Mark. I didn't mean to switch gears on you, but this stock is insane because we were looking at the premiums. They actually have options on this stock. If you want to see something crazy,
They have options on the Cronus too, but what's Tilray's symbol? Sorry.
Yeah, TLRY.
TLRY. So listen to the market cap on this thing. When we were figuring this out, if TFNN just took in $1,000 a quarter would be worth $1 million.
To put things in context, for what they're taking in revenue over 90 days versus how they're valuing the company. So Tilray, when we looked at it, was worth $10 billion. It's pulled back a bit.
$9.5 billion right now, and they only take in $9.7 million.
So they're taking in $10 million over 90 days, and they're worth $10 billion. They're worth 1,000 times their quarterly revenue. And of course, it's all based on profit. But can you go back to that revenue one more time? Because it's all based on future, of course. You know, and when you get that, but even their future, the revenue. I want to show that they're so lacking even in their forecasts of what, you know, and you're talking about at the end of 2019, they're still only taking in $58 million. Pretty remarkable how those numbers are getting priced. And the options were through the roof in terms of premium.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, stay right there, Mark. Coming right back, all right? Dow Industrials right now down 7. NASDAQ is getting whacked. That's the chip stocks down 70. S&Ps are off 7.5. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's flat. Nasdaq down 66. S&P's off 7. Oil went, let's see, what do we got?
We got headline number, crude oil inventories falling 5.3 million barrels. Big number to the downside. What's interesting here is that oil trading lower the initial spike. So we're trading at about $70.37 when we're looking at these numbers. Initial spike within a few seconds was right down to $70, which is remarkable because the median estimate was about a decline of 2 million barrels, maybe 3 million barrels. API last night was a decline of 8.6, but doesn't take long to spike right back up to $70.35. We'll see what happens. We'll check back in on the hour. Let me just jump back to that Bloomberg one more time to see what they're talking about. Okay, we'll check back in one more time. They'll give us the full thing, the full breakdown, but nonetheless, not too much of a reaction so far, which is pretty remarkable. And maybe it speaks to kind of what we were talking about with it. No matter what happens right now,
it's the storm.
It's the storm that's going to decide, at least this week, how that market reacts. Yeah.
We're talking with Mark from Denver. We're talking Cronus. So, you know, it's going to get interesting. I mean, you saw that it was one of the short-selling firms that come out and, you know, try to get a hammer in on this stock, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It went down like 81 million shares that day, and then when it looked like to me that it potentially made an ABC or looked like an ABC up, it did 83 million up the other way, and it broke out the tops, but then it's backed off a little. So I was thinking of trying to buy this pullback, kind of drawing a little trend line, maybe up into the high 10s, low 11s to see if we could get one more move up. I think even Bowser was thinking it was going to do at least the leg D, which would be over that 1339. So just getting your feel to see if he's thinking 1339 at least, and if it's an ABC up, then it would be higher than that. But if you, because of that down leg, I understand that you don't think it might be an ABC up.
Yeah. What you do have here, though, which is pretty cool, right? If you could get, if that can just get pulled back and fill that gap at 1029, then you just get a consolidation too. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, man.
We're exactly $1 from that price point. Yeah. Not outlandish at all.
No, not on these equities. Have been something else, man.
Can we jump to Tilray to go over those option premiums like we were looking at before the show?
This is
TLRY, I believe. There we go.
When you see this, folks, this is hard to comprehend.
It is. I mean, because, you know, what we're looking at, Mark, is just a preface as you pull it up is, you know, what kind of premiums they putting in, maybe a put with the type of action that you're getting in this stock specifically. So the first ones you looked at, right? So these are September 21st.
And when you're looking at the screen, folks, if you watch the left-hand side of the calls, the right-hand side of the puts.
Yes.
And you're going to see that if you were just going for, let's just say if you're going at the money, you're paying 8% today. That's something that expires in 9 days. 9 days.
Yes.
Yeah. 9 days.
Yeah, even less, right? 9 days, correct. That's not even 9 trading days. That's 9 complete days, counting weekends.
You know, we went out to October, Mark, right?
I think it was December.
December, we were looking at it. It was up at 45% or something.
So what's remarkable is you go out to December, and let's say you're really bearish, right?
Yeah,
bearish. Right. And the premiums on the puts,
there it is,
at like 100 or 105, you're talking about $40.
Right.
And the stock's at 100. You're buying a put for $40 at 100. Just crazy premiums across the board, kind of to put things.
Isn't that wild, man? And folks,
maybe a good one to start writing some on, so you can just collect the premium and pocket it, and then.
Wow.
I would like that a lot more than being the person putting up $40.
Boy, that's so true.
Yeah, definitely, right?
Holy cow! Yeah. Just like anything, you know, there's always two sides of a market, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
That is wild, man. I mean, that is absolute. I don't remember seeing options this price this large in a long period. I'm sure I've seen it before, but I just haven't remembered it in so long.
There's not many times where an industry goes from 0 to 100 in the span of 2.2 seconds, right? And that's what we're seeing with some of these cannabis stocks.
Oh, for sure.
In terms of they have almost no revenue right now, and the market's trying to price in a multi-billion-dollar industry that's coming down the line in the next year to two almost, which is pretty remarkable when you start to see these things accelerating.
Yeah.
This weed bubble.
Yeah, this Tilray is going to end up like cryptocurrency, man. I mean, I just can't.
Volatility's here.
And one of the targets turned us on to this because watch this for a second, folks. When you pull this up, this is a closed shop, meaning that one firm owns 76% of it.
Yes.
Right there.
Yeah.
So guess what? There's not even a lot of shares out standing. So that is a problem because there's a 17% short position.
Yeah, so the float's only 10 million shares.
Oh my God.
That's it. Yeah, and yeah.
And 1.7 million a shot.
Yes.
And all they have to do is the buyers only have to get in there a little and buy them because the main person that owns 76%, unless they sell any, guess what?
Yeah.
You know, that's the ultimate short squeeze, man.
Heck, that 76% of the company is now worth $7.6 billion, though, and we might be selling some if that was, that's quite a run up based on. So you have $7.5 billion, and the company took in $10 million last quarter. So maybe we take some off the table at that price.
Take some off the table, get the sailboat, see you later. Go off into the sunset.
And let your 15% position run for the right? Hey, yeah.
Hey, what's been happening in Colorado? You guys were the first ones that actually got weed legal, huh?
Recreationally, yeah. I believe.
It's pretty normalized around here. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
So.
No, listen, it seems like...
Nothing crazy about that at all, man. That's
it's not even legal in Florida yet, and it looks like it's getting legal. I mean, I was... it's so funny.
It's legal medicinally, just to separate how things...
Oh, I know, but my point is...
Because it's not legal medicinally in a lot of places, too.
Right. So the story goes like this. I was... talking with a couple cops down in St. Pete, right? And we were just talking, and I was asking him just, in general. And he says, oh, yeah. He says, it's legal around here. Everyone thinks it's legal. He says, so it's like, what are we going to do? Do you know what I mean? They go up and down the streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
People walk up and down the street and,
well, they do.
I haven't not seen anybody walking up and down the streets smoking pot in St. Petersburg. So just as your anecdotal stories get out there.
Well...
I like to talk about actual reality, but...
Well...
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, brother.
All right.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Market-wise, these chips...
Nasdaq, what's going on?
It's the chips, man. These chips are killing.
Apple's down $3.40, man.
Okay.
I mean, that's a big number as well.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Look at this.
You're right. No,
Micron's down 6.5. Maxim Integrated is down 6. ASML down 5, Broadcom down 4. Now, if you take a look at, they're all going after the February 9th high volume swing low, folks. Yesterday, Lam Research went by it. Okay, so this is going to be a problem child. So you're talking $37.53 for Micron. We start busting into the top of that yesterday. That looks to me like that's where we're going. Lam LRCX. Now this one here, this blew it away. So this is also another heads up just as to where they might go. That it took a long period of time to get down to the 156, but hit it yesterday and then didn't want to stay there.
Oh.
So now you got 147. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back with Teddy Cakestat.
You got it. Talking Forex, baby.
We're talking Forex, and you know what? That dollar's moving, folks. Dow Industrials down 8. NASDAQ is off 85. Look at that NASDAQ, man.
Big numbers.
Chips. S&P's off 8.5. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks, and we have oil moving around here.
We sure do. So to check back in the numbers, this is the full breakdown before we pull up the chart. That chart, man, we'll get there. So we had a decline of 5.3 million barrels. The estimate was about a decline of 2 million barrels. Gasoline had an increase of 1.2 million. Estimate was about an increase of 300,000 barrels. And with that in mind, jumping back to this chart, because the first move is not always the move that matters.
Look at that, almost 71 bucks.
We're up to almost 71 bucks. The initial spike was down to, what was the low there? $70.08. And the one trade we were looking at the $70.25 spreads, bullish and bearish.
Right.
You'd have until noon. And the bullish spread with all the value right now, you're looking at about $60. That trade was going to cost us $47.49.
Yeah.
Not bad, 20% profit. No. You have till noon. Oil market, man, trading higher for sure.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. Teddy's got a great website, Forex Trading Unlocked, and that's there's a dash between Forex Trading and Unlocked. Teddy Cakestad, what's going on, brother?
Morning from Chicago, gentlemen. Glad to be back today with you.
Great to have you, man. Great to have you. You know, so we're looking at you're going to be doing a Bitcoin event.
Yes, next Thursday in Chicago on September 20th. My company is going to have one part of the different excerpts. I'm going to do the derivative side. We're using Nadex options and also the CME and CBOE futures for trading Bitcoin. And then there's also going to be some other Bitcoin companies, Bitcoin wallet company, and there's going to be another company dealing with Bitcoin mining. So if you're in Chicago, go to my website. There's a banner for signing up for it. It's a free event also for anyone that wants to attend.
Perfect. We'll get it up. Go ahead.
You know, it's amazing, Teddy. When I was, this is like a couple months ago, when I was in Chicago, I ended up going to an event after the market closed with Dan and Chip. And
sure.
I was really surprised, man, how many Bitcoin traders are there.
Sure, right?
It was pretty intense, man.
Yeah, it's all the kids. They don't touch the futures and stocks or anything anymore. They're like literally, they got 19 and 20-year-olds that are not going to school now. They're trading cryptos downtown.
Yeah, and it was impressive. I mean, there were people that were hurting there, but I'm sure they're going to figure out both sides of the market. Do you know what I mean? And I guess it's in the DNA of Chicago too. That's the reality, right? I mean,
trading town.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, which is really cool.
So I have the setup here, folks. So forex-trading-unlock.com, and right there, you hit that banner. I'm sure that's going to bring us over there. You can sign up for that event, Fall into Bitcoin, 1 week from tomorrow.
On location. You got to love it, man.
Got to love it, man. Totally.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, currencies. What are we looking at here?
Well, I wish we were talking 2 hours ago because the U.S. dollar Canada trade is already pretty much in full motion.
Yeah. That was interesting. When I was getting off the air last night, I'm on from 3 to 5 Eastern time, and that Canadian dollar started moving at about 4:45 last night Eastern time. And it's like, okay, man, you're going to get some juice going. So where do you think we can go here?
Right now, I'm looking for the Canada to get down to 129.70 on this break.
Okay.
And then I think it can actually push it even further down to the 127 area if this move is going to keep building.
It's a good move, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And as the price goes down, folks, in that Canadian dollar, it gets stronger. And bottom line is that that's a great thing for folks in Canada.
You're almost talking about a full penny movement. I mean, you're talking about, was it 138, almost 131 earlier, and now it's basically right at 130 this morning. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if I
how the other major currencies are really not moving today, like the yen and the euro. I mean, the euro is starting to get a little bit stronger today, but it's not really trading high.
Yeah.
Canada has really got a lot of action today when everything else is kind of really quiet, which is very odd for a major currency to be like that.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Because as soon as I saw the Canadian dollar moving last night, I kept going over to the yen, man. It wasn't moving at all. I says, man, this is weird. What about the pound? Where you at the pound?
Oh, the pound. I think you have to be bullish still. I think that right now above the 129 even area, the pound is going to stay neutral to higher, and I think 131.80 is pretty much where you could see it get up to before it starts to maybe have a little sell-off.
Okay. Yeah. And the Aussie dollar.
Well, it's pushing 30-year lows, right, or 30-month lows.
Yeah.
I think that you got to stay with the trend and sell rallies and use caution, especially if you're thinking about buying into that move. I do not think that I think that the China demand slowdown is definitely impacting Australia, especially with the trade trade wars going on right now. So it's a short-term thing for this currency. This is more of a event-driven move than it is really a valuation move. So I think when it snaps, you're going to see a correction. Even if it stays in a bear market, you're going to see a very strong bullish correction in that market coming up.
So that's intriguing. So most times, if the Canadian dollar is moving, you'd think that the Australian dollar. But I understand the difference. They're more dependent. Canadians are more dependent on us than the Australians. And
that's quite a downtrend. I just put it on a daily. We're talking we're at 80. Early in the year, and we're at 70 right now, essentially. Almost 71. Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you guys. I heard you talking about the oil, and especially with the expirations and stuff. I was looking at the yen and the oil this morning, and on the futures side, the open interest and the volume has been really interesting over the past couple of days. And I think in both those two markets, you have a very large turnover where big money is putting a position on either long or short, and we're going to get a bigger move in one of those two. Like, I think the yen if the U.S. dollar yen stays below 112 even, it's going to test that 110-250 area, maybe get down to 109.
Okay.
But of 112, that's a whole different deal.
Yeah.
And the same with oil, and the thing is that the volume or because it's expiration coming up.
Right.
The question is this volume because of spreaders? Or is it just because of the rollover?
Okay.
So it's kind of odd.
So I think what I'm hearing is that we could get a $3 move in oil, right?
Oh, man.
We
just got one the last 24 hours, which is...
The ones that we've seen over the past years is that it's in between the rollover, the extensions, and then all of a sudden...
then you have the storm coming in, right?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We have the perfect storm brewing going into a weekend, too. I bet the positions are going to be really loading up tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, that's intriguing, man.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Big numbers, man. Big numbers. You know, so tell us a little bit about the Bitcoin event. Like, what do you I'm sure you're going to teach them how to buy and sell, but what?
Well, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do a live. We're going to do a live walkthrough. We're going to do a little breakdown of the Bitcoin for the traders, because some of these guys are crypto traders already,
Yes.
but they don't use the derivatives that are from the more traditional venues.
Okay.
So just kind of a first in, last out. So my part is going to be using the Nadex, showing how they can hedge or speculate in Bitcoin.
Nice.
The first early versions are not regulated, are not protected. A lot of people aren't doing it, but they can use products like the Nadex, you know.
Big time.
Regulated,
Right.
buying, selling,
Right.
shorting.
Check it out, folks. Forex-trading-unlock.com. Teddy, thanks so much. We look forward to speaking to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Take care.
Teddy.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's up 9, Nasdaq is down 71, S&P's off 6, and gold and oil wants to hit $71.
Come on, 3 pennies, make it happen. We got 5 minutes left in the hour.
That's pretty wild, man.
So one more check back in on the oil market, about 10.55. Got those numbers at 10.30. We saw that first spike down to almost $70, and yeah, we're almost approaching $71. And again, the trade that we were most looking at that may have lined up if you were looking for volatility in either direction was having a price point of $70.25 with exposure to the upside and the downside.
Yeah.
And your bullish position right now, you're looking at about $65. Not bad. We're putting up, call it even 50 with commissions in there.
Right.
You're making $15 on 50. You're talking about 30%.
The amazing thing in that context is it already had moved so much. It's like,
it
wow.
had already moved so much. I mean, I pulled up. It's like you almost can't. Like as in, I said, just since 5:30 this morning, you're up almost $1.50. Right. Let alone you put this on like an hourly chart. And my goodness, yesterday at 9 in the morning, we were trading at $67.50. We're now approaching $3.50 in about the span of, call it 26 hours.
And just as Teddy said, it's going to be interesting to see whether, is this spread trade, is this rollover, what is it? Well, we know it's a storm, but what's in between all of this, okay? Where are the positions getting built?
And how does the end of the week shape up as the storm starts to make landfall? Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
And the storm really coming in like early Friday, is that what we're looking at? Late Thursday, early Friday. As you're talking about, people getting their positions straight for that weekend as things roll in. But nonetheless, quite a market in oil, $71. We'll see what happens. They say Brent hit $80 for the first time since May on this number as well.
Right. And then we get the Apple announcement, 1 o'clock. Apple's down $3.50. Stay right there. We get Fast Market coming up next. TD Ameritrade, Tom and Kevin. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.